This titan was still alive when the pyramids rose. Then its kind vanished, leaving bodies frozen in the ice. Some scientists say that is not the end. How the ruler of the Ice Age fell and what its frozen flesh makes possible is the question. 90,000 years ago, a single grassland wrapped the top of the world, from Spain to the Yukon. Dry, frozen and golden, the Mammoth steppe was the largest ecosystem on Earth. And the woolly mammoth ruled it. 3.5 meters at the shoulder, 6 tons of muscle and fur. Tusks that curved longer than a family car, and, on a big bull, weighed as much as the man who would one day dig them up. For 100,000 years, nothing challenged them. But the world that built this titan was about to turn on it. You have probably heard that human hunters wiped out the mammoth. The fossils tell a different story. A decade-long project led by Esker Willerslev at Cambridge didn't read bones. His team read DNA locked in ancient frozen soil, layer by layer. And it recorded a slow-motion catastrophe. As the last ice age ended, the planet warmed. Rain replaced snow. The dry steppe, the mammoth's entire world, began to rot into bog and shrub. The grass that fed a 6-ton animal was drowning. The real killer was already in the air, and it had no face to fight. Picture standing on that thawing tundra as the change takes hold. The herds that had crossed these plains for 100,000 years simply stop coming. Not slaughtered, starved of the dry grassland that vanished beneath their feet. The forests and wetlands they could not eat swallowed the steppe from Europe to Alaska. One by one, the great populations blinked out. Siberia, then the mainland, then everywhere the map had once been theirs. By 9,000 years ago, the titan was gone from the entire continent. Almost. Off the coast of Siberia, a mountainous scrap of land rises from the Arctic Ocean. Wrangel Island. 10,000 years ago, rising seas cut it off from the mainland and trapped a small herd of mammoths there. They should have been a footnote. Instead, they became the last mammoths on Earth. While the pyramids were being raised in Egypt, mammoths still walked this island, a lost world holding on. From perhaps 8 founding animals, the herd climbed back to 200 or 300 and held there for 6,000 years. They had outlived their own extinction by an age. But survival on an island that small leaves a mark, written into their DNA. And that DNA would overturn everything we assumed about how they finally died. To understand why they thrived, look at how they were built. This was a body engineered, feature by feature, for cold that would kill almost anything. 2 coats of hair, a dense underlayer, and guard hairs up to 50 centimeters long. Ears shrunk to palm-sized flaps. A hump of fat across the shoulders. Every design choice bleeding as little heat as possible. Even their blood was rewritten, a hemoglobin that still released oxygen in temperatures that would leave yours sludge-thick and useless. And here is what stays with me. Every one of these features was perfected for a frozen world, the exact world that was about to disappear. Their bodies were flawless, but bodies were only half the story. Their genes hid something no one saw coming. For years, the story of the last mammoths was a genetic death spiral. Trapped, inbred, mutating toward oblivion. Then, Love Dahlén and his team at the Center for Paleogenetics in Stockholm sequenced their genomes. What they found rewrote the ending. Yes, the Wrangell mammoths were inbred. But over 6,000 years, their population purged its most dangerous mutations. For years, we told this as a slow suicide. Dahlén's data says we told it wrong. They were not a doomed population limping toward the grave. They were stable, right up until the end. Which leaves the hardest question of all. If their genes did not kill them, what did? The honest answer is, we still don't know. Around 4,000 years ago, the last mammoths vanished. Disease, a freak winter, a single fouled water source. The final blow is missing from the record. But the ice kept what the world lost. Mammoths so perfectly frozen that Louv Dahlén's team pulled the oldest RNA ever found from one. And the Asian elephant you have seen in a zoo? The mammoth's closest living relative. Which is why Beth Shapiro's team at Colossal is now editing elephant DNA toward a cold-adapted calf, targeted for 2028. Headlines call it resurrection. I don't. What they're building is an elephant that can survive the cold. Whether that makes it a mammoth may be the real question. Every year, the ice gives up another secret, and each one rewrites what we thought we knew about the lost giants of the Ice Age. Follow along as we uncover the next revelation. A new chapter in Earth's deep past, every week. The Titan of the ice is gone, but its blood still runs, in living cousins, and maybe soon in something new. The mammoth story didn't end in the permafrost. It may begin again.